5-11, 11-9, 11-3, 11-6. So 4 games there. That means that Ella Lash goes through to the semi-finals to take on top seed Emma Miller at 5:30 this afternoon, the first of the semi-finals.
Squash Excel Pro is an elite team that work hard to train, play and run squash events on our journey to climb the world rankings. Like, subscribe, comment, pick up some of our merch on Teespring.
In the meantime, I've got John Fletcher with me, and John, great to have you here for what is a very busy number of weeks for a lot of these players, and still going to be busy. We've got this tournament here as we see Caitlyn Watts in the single top against Grace HYMERS in the red and black, the t-shirt from Canterbury. But John, busy time for these players with many tournaments coming up too.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, it's great to be back here at PANMURE for the second year in a row, and to have this upgraded to challenger events for both the men's and women's. So after this one, we're off to Browns Bay next weekend. We've got double satellite, both the men's and women's. So that should be another big weekend there, and that's leading into our rescheduled Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Open, which was due to be held at the end of March, at the start of March, sorry. But being pushed back to May due to the lockdown that we ended up in. So, yeah, busy few weeks coming up, and then a lot of the players heading into sort of the national teams champs with the Cousins Shield and Mitchell Cup the weekend after that too.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of matches, and someone who's been playing a lot of matches because she keeps on winning is Caitlyn Watts, who is just serving now. And Caitlyn Watts winning, of course, at Royal Oak. The final, a very good final too. That was her first challenger, PSA challenger win. And she's gone on to win at Waikato a couple of weeks ago, again defeating Emma Miller in the final. And also, I believe she was at Bay of Plenty Satellite. Just look at that powerful shot. Bay of Plenty Satellite last week as well. So she's on an unbeaten roll of, I don't know how many matches that is, but it's a lot.
Yep, she's playing very well after having a year off and coming back into the game. It's great to see her back out there, and certainly has been dominating lately. Certainly giving some of those players like Emma Miller a good run for her money, and had 2 tight wins in finals recently as well against Emma. So I think both the members having match balls as well.
Yeah.
So
I'll eventually work out how many matches she has won, but at the moment it's 3 tournaments in a row, and now into the quarterfinals here against Grace HYMERS, who's also a 20-year-old. Their rankings are slightly different. Grace does like powerful shots. You can see that forehand is strong. Plays out of Canterbury, generally has to play a lot against some of the male players. There's not really the experienced female players that she can take on. So she does have a lot of practice there. She's pretty tall, getting up to about 5'10", or certainly quite close. And, I love that.
Yeah.
There's a solid shot there from Grace. And Kaitlyn says, I can do it too.
Okay. Grace certainly got some good power there, and Kaitlyn may be a bit smaller in stature, but she can certainly get the ball through as well.
She's got a good lead already, Caitlyn Watts. Nice. I mean, that was a great drive there, forehand drive from Grace HYMERS, but you don't need to do that every single shot.
No.
Feels good.
Yeah, it'll be a new experience for a lot of these players on this court as well, with the glass front walls. Not too many of them around the country, so I don't imagine Grace would have played on these too often. The ball seems to be bouncing around quite nicely, but if you can get it short enough, it's going to sort of stay pretty short too.
Well, there you go. She's got 1 point now as Grace HYMERS from what could have been a very good shot from Caitlyn Watts, but just not quite high enough. So nice to get on the board at least to start with. Give her a little bit of confidence.
She can get a couple more points here. That'll certainly do the world of good going forward.
It'd be good to see Grace just take a little bit of pace off the ball. A little bit of variety will be good.
That's a great shot there from Kaitlyn.
See that slice under the ball there. It was never going to bounce high after that.
No, it stayed nice and short.
That's a bit of that. Yeah, well done there for Grace HYMERS. And for you, John Fletcher, the interclub competition around Auckland, you seem to be playing quite a lot for All Oak at the moment. But that's going pretty well.
It is, yeah. So we have a Premier League that we run once a year. So we're into the be third week this week coming up. So it's good to get the top players out and about. We sort of rotate around the clubs, so everyone sort of posts 1 week. There's been some great competition so far. A few more weeks to go, and once again it's going to have a good lead in for all these teams heading off to Cousin Shield in a couple of weeks to take on the rest of the country.
And which team's leading the Interquid at the moment?
So I believe was it Henderson top of the table? I'll have to double check that. I don't want to get it wrong and annoy anyone. But it's in early days. It's going to be pretty tight all the way through, I think.
Well, I can see some of the teams like North Shore have Sean Wigan, I think, playing 1 or 2, and then Riley Jack and Bronquist at 3 or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they've managed to add Riley Jack, who's in Auckland for university this year. So with Sean Wigan as well at number 1. Henderson, obviously the defending champs.
Let's see what she can do here. Oh, goodness. Well, you could call it a sitter, but certainly there was a lot of opportunity there and just played it too tight. Wanted to win it on that shot rather than waiting one more.
That's how we don't get that many opportunities against someone like Kaitlyn. You kind of want to take them as much as you can, but you've got to make sure you do it right.
And there we go with the first game. So she got 3 points out of that one, Grace HYMERS, but I think she's going to feel that she should have had at least one more. And as we get ready now for this, the second game, Caitlyn Watts winning the first 11-3. Feel free to come through and let us know where you're watching from. We've got the Cromwellians. Anyway, they're from Cromwell. Thank you very much, Hugh, for coming in. And also, of course, from Palmerston North. The Watts family. I do recall at Waikato Open we had a discussion between members of the Watts family who was the favourite child. And I think Kaitlyn can go for that at the moment.
There's a few other children to choose from.
There was a particular another player from the family who said that he was the favourite child, but then we did point out that he hadn't ever won any challenger tournaments. And again, a lot of power from Grace HYMERS, but we just want to see a little bit more variety, don't we, John? Just that will help her, I think. Against someone like Kaitlyn, who's a tough competitor, the former player in New Zealand when it comes to women's squash and just something with the ball. Is it okay? No, it's not. Can't get out, you're stuck. And
no, I think
is that string or what do we have on it?
Piece of hair, possibly.
The glass back here on this main court, how would you rate the difference between that and a hard back as such?
I think more than anything it's probably the noise. It takes a lot of getting used to. They've been in the club here for a couple of years due to a number of issues with the front walls. It certainly obviously helps that it plays like a glass court off the front wall, but it sort of seems to be playing pretty true today. The ball seems to be bouncing around nicely. It's fairly warm outside, so there's not too many issues with the staying there, but it does manage to stay a bit shorter if you can get it nice and tight up.
So it looks good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the marks that you have.
No, that's right.
Some courts.
Once again, it's just a different surface. I mean, we're probably don't have too many issues with squash courts. They're fairly standard around the place, unlike your tennis courts where you can become a specialist on a different surface. But this is certainly one of the more different ones. But it's good to mix things up a little bit. Kaitlyn's playing very well here. She's managing to cut all these off, take them in short when she gets any opportunity.
So it'd be quite nice if Alice could just get forward a little bit and try and control the point. She seems to be quite happy from the back of the top. There we go, that's better positioning. Fine, shuffle your way forward. We'll take a few more balls on the full.
Yeah. Nice strike there from Kaitlyn. Just take all the pace off it. Yeah.
We're certainly seeing a big shift maturity-wise, obviously with age, but from the 18-and-a-half-year-old to now 20-year-old Caitlyn Watts, she's really matured in the way she plays her game as well.
Yes.
Not just on and off the court, but just the way she plays her game. She knows she can hang in there. A little bit dangerous the way she throws herself and dives.
Yeah, low, nice shot. Not afraid to slam one into the nick as well if she gets the chance. Yeah, she's mixing the pace up well, nicely.
That's much better play from Grace HYMERS there. Should we be pleased with that rally?
Yeah, good opportunity to take it short there. There's been quite a few where she has had the chance, but decided to go long. But that one there, got her nice and close to the front and point.
Well done. And just very strong off that shot. And playing it off her body.
Yep.
No bounce for Watts to play with.
Oh. Lucky front corner nick there. Popping out into the middle. Well, you at least expect it.
Well, at least she's equal the score from the first game, so that's good.
Yep.
This is going to feel again that she should have more. Play down the wall. Gee, that was a nice finish.
We'll say well played there. Nice. Bit of luck, but plenty of skill as well.
So the first two games of this women's quarter-final going to Caitlyn Watts, 11-3, 11-3. And John Pritchard, we've seen some hints from Grace HYMERS. Just probably need to see a bit more consistency and a bit more variety in it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see her take a few more volleys. As I say, that she just takes a good one there. It wasn't a tight return, but just trying to speed the game up a little bit more for her. Yeah. Also, I think Grace is going to want to sort of put in a big effort here. Knowing that they're going to have each other in the first round of the Auckland Open as well. So.
Is that draw confirmed, or are you still just checking on a couple of things with that draw?
No,
will the Aussies come over?
Yes, so we've got a number of Aussies coming, which is going to be great. Good to see some Trans-Tasman rivalry on the court for the first time in quite a while. Obviously, we've got a couple of them here, but it's about another 4 or 5 coming over in 2 weeks' time.
That's about the only time we've seen that occur so far today. It's been relatively warm outside and inside as well, of course. But it's been playing pretty true at the back of these courts so far. Yeah, some of the players coming in from Australia for the Thompson Auckland Open. Of course, we do have a couple of top seeds in the women's.
Yes, we've got Sarah Cardwell and Jess Turnbull coming over, and Alex Hayden as well. So 3 out of the top 5 seeds in the women's are going to be Australians. So.
And then in the men's, I think there's a 2nd, 3rd and 5th or something like that again as well. So
yep, we sure do. We've got Joseph White, Reese Dowling. I think Joseph's 2nd seed, Reese's 4th seed, I believe.
There we go, there's the error from Caitlyn Watts. That lets Grace HYMERS into the 3rd game. Let's see what she can do here. Let's see what sort of serve she's going to do. She's going to hit it high, yes, into the backhand. Good serve. Now get forward.
Ooh.
Well, there you go. A couple of errors. That gives you hope.
Yeah, they overhit that drive, but a mistake from Watts there. Gave her the point.
That was almost a stroke there because she, to my mind, almost walked back into it.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Was given.
Wasn't much room for Watts to have a swing there, but risk him a let's. That's right.
And there's the second one that's just faded.
Yeah.
But then perhaps Grace should be going forward a little bit more rather than waiting.
Yeah, you certainly want to move forward where you can on these courts. I said it does come a little bit slower off the front wall, so you'd have a little bit more of an opportunity, but once again, it's always easier said than done.
Well, there was the opportunity. A little bit unfortunate there because she really wanted to stay within the point. or thereabouts on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a good chance there to go short rather than try and hit it too hard and come up with the error.
Well, there was a couple of unorthodox shots there from both players. A little bit of unbalance, but in the end managed to come through for Caitlyn Watts. Nice change of direction there, and really just having the racket out the front and being able to change it quickly.
Yeah, so nice run here from Watts, up 7-2.
Almost.
Yeah, just another one coming out of the corner there, catching her off guard.
I think the problem was there, she was also a little conscious about where Caitlyn Watts was as well.
Great length there.
Great. Well controlled point, just dropping it into the corner for a game ball, match ball. And well played there for Caitlyn Watts, winning in straight games. And that third. And it was 11-2. So 11-3, 11-3, 11-2.